It's been great having you guys, Mike, Laz, Hawker. It's been a lot of fun. You guys are killing it on the desk, but let's see who else is going to be killing it as we get into the server. We got a long night ahead of us, perhaps, with this kind of veto, but I want to see whether GODSENT can hold FURIA back, try and get in their way. Phelps, he's making that first contact. It's a split through the connector into the A site. Lato pushed out as well, but we have a kit on Dumao for this retake.
Yeah, GODSENT were prepared for it to come to this. Phelps still fighting back in CT. Won't find a thing. And now they all group up over towards CT side. 4-man retake through CT with a late lurk coming all the way through T-spawn. It's a very long way to go for a man like Taco, who's coming in on this wrap. Meanwhile, his teammates in the site are winning damn near every fight that's thrown at them. It's only Art left, and he's dead as well. Barton hits the ground running with 4 in the pistol. Couldn't ask for more if you GODSENT. You group up, you play the retake, you play the 5v5, and Barton just explodes onto the scene.
Yeah, so much firepower, right? We've already just been hearing the boys talk about some of the young talent on this team, in this scene, and soon to be in the major as well. GODSENT, these guys just slapping back against FURIA. I think a lot of us wanted that Liquid FURIA rivalry to come back into this year, but it's 2021. We're not living in the past. This is the future of NACS, and it's BR. CS, GODSENT take the first. Force buy for FURIA, of course. Bomb plant is enough temptation as the double AK comes out, and Art tries to put it to good use. Quick into the site, Phelps swings. There were 3 players there, but GODSENT only need 1. Vinny's made things weird by picking a con player. Could be a gun dropped, but you can't get in there with Barton in the way until Vinny smoke spams him to drop that second rifle. Phelps has moved in, but so has Vinny. He slipped the net. Does dodge out. Yuri's in the A site. Taco's still locking down a B, and Yuri's heard those feet pitter-patter from Lato. Shots as well go out. He's trying to find the kill. It's Vinny to get traded in con. He's doing a lot of heavy lifting, but Drop is the one who comes in on that backstab. Now just the Bianca that we mentioned, and FURIA is surely their round here.
Yeah, it's looking likely. Looking like it. Little force buy for FURIA. They're always dangerous. And so this one just going to get slipped past GODSENT. Tell you what is kind of interesting. These are 2 of the youngest teams to attend the major. GODSENT coming in at an average age of 21.6 years old. I imagine that's you know, helped out by a lot of the young guns in this squad. And then FURIA, 3rd lowest, 21.9, Hugo. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I saw that list. It's exciting.
What's the biggest list you've ever seen?
Oh.
Not that one.
That one about tree rights that you sent me from the UK government. That's probably up there.
I didn't realize trees had so many rights.
Yeah. What are they going to do about it? They can't talk for themselves, Harry. Someone's got to protect them, and it may as well be us. Right now...
And it's all about getting to the root of the problem, and that's what, you know, GODSENT are going to look to try and do here is actually they respect it. They don't come in with a force buy of their own. Instead, it's like a bit of a partial investment where you throw some money in.
Yeah, it's not like you're buying next, right? You still don't have that loss bonus, but you can get in early. This is something that Art loves to do. Dumal's going to do it right back, and he gets him off with the Zeus. Lovely stuff. Already the mind games being played as an AK's gifted to this very weak buy. Now you wish you had armor behind it, but Keserato has started to deforest this round. Coming out through the smoke is Yuri with another, and 2 guns. Got to do everything here for GODSENT if they want a way in. Vinny's clearing out B right as Barton leaves on that rotate. It might not matter. Taco's dead at the A side. Nowhere is of worry for FURIA. They have both bomb sites, and they're backstabbing the rotates. In they come. Nice drop shot from Dumao, but he gets finished off from lower, and Barton's not far away either. FURIA looking on for a 2-1 right now, and GODSENT still got to wait for that money to build.
Yeah, that decision to, you know, take that partial investment leaves you with a lot more heading into your first rifle round. You might have been wondering why they did it, but that's why. And, you know, you're able to get away with decent damage. I do love Dumao pulling the Art Zeus play out against Art, of all people, and then going on to wreak havoc with that AK. Vinny.
Hello.
Out through ramp and Art alongside him. The MAC-10 looking to churn up some bodies, but instead it's nothing more then a bit of a forward scout. It's Vinny with 3, Drop with another, and just like that, this little anti-eco sailed right on by.
Oh, don't plant there. Vinny kills him instead. And yeah, this is a guy that the desk were talking about as well. Like, Vinny has really come into his own in this event. He's looked incredible, and we've had those, you know, colder games out of K-Serato, more of a late game activation from him after a phenomenal tournament back at Pro League, which was surprising to see him fall off a little bit here. It's been players like Vinny who have come out the woodwork, even Drop having maps where he's dropping 30 as well to drag FURIA through flawlessly. Remember, here we are in the grand final, and they've yet to drop a map in this entire tournament.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of interesting, right? Because FURIA, they're on a 6-series winning streak. Yeah. GODSENT are on a 5-series winning streak. The only reason that there's a difference between them was because on day 1 of the groups, they faced each other, and FURIA were able to win that out on this map, no less. So, yeah, man, it's a chance for revenge for GODSENT, and oh, we all know how sweet the taste of revenge is. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you're not a very vengeful person, and that's fine. I am. So here's K-Serato down through the short side. Oh, he's going to tap out Dumao all the way back in CT. A nice way to find this 4-on-4. Lato waiting in sandwich. They're going up. They're going over. And out on the palace is Yuri, caught by surprise. They still don't really know about Lato here. They've only seen Phelps so far. So if they do try and go A, they're going to have to clear out this ramp position that last time they checked was clear.
Yeah, that's a very nice reposition from Lato. He's not going to flank either. He knows with his team locking down a double B hold and even CT being spotted by Taco, it's going to lead them into the A site, the seemingly empty A site. FURIA wonder, where has this man gone? They should be scared of Palace. It's the one place Yuri didn't clear. He even looked under balcony, bombs down, and Lato won't even activate. He lets him full stick it. He's coming in for the retake with his team, but it's a very open plant, and FURIA are playing for it. The more time that goes by, the more they consider a late ramp flank from Lato, because you're getting no contact. So this one really has to wield results. It's a bit of a weird one out of GODSENT, and time is not ticking to their benefit. Lato going in with the kit. He's got to live here. And his team are coming out from CT as well. Barton late up on Catwalk. Flash going to be set up. And it is a good one, but they peek off the back. Barton's got the cover, and they try and get the defuse off, but already knocked down by Drop. Vinny will win the round with 1 kill alone, and he closes as well. You see the idea there for GODSENT, right? They notice that the bomb is down for Cat. That's where FURIA are trying to play it from. So Barton backstabs a repeat, but yeah, there's so many more players to deal with, ready to swing in jungle. I would have loved to see Lato try and stop that bomb plant. There was no cover in the first place, but he never knew.
No, and you know, it kind of goes like part and parcel with the GODSENT style that we've seen out of this team. Like, they do love grouping together and playing for a retake. Think about that Liquid game just the other day, right? That was like the essence of how they approached so many of those rounds was, you know, even when you could justify facing, you could justify fighting, they would just play a numbers game and have faith in their ability to retake together. This is a lot cleaner, as it should be. You're only up against the pistols, right? So you probably weren't expecting much. Barton, oh, they are 2 on short. Oh, they're spamming him, and he's spamming back. He somehow hasn't taken a bullet yet. This is getting a little bit weird with Barton holding the line, but finally Art runs him down. And with that kill, you're no longer too worried about this round getting out of hand. Art might be low, but he's still collecting these kills over in middle. Even though Phelps gets the better of him, the trade should come in. You don't even have to face this. K-Serato with a juicy little nade.
Where did the deagle go? Did K-Serato get it? Did it fly up his way? That was, a nice moment of acceptance. Phelps very low, could do nothing about it. And FURIA already flexing into this grand final, right? Like, yeah, it's cool for FURIA. I'm sure they're more excited to face a Brazilian team as well in this final, but at the same time, you want to make a statement, don't you? You want to come in and show, no, we're the best in the region. We are not going to be knocked down by some of the up-and-comers. All this being said, I still think GODSENT are going to do some serious damage at the major. Like, you know, I'm not calling any crazy grand final placings, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them be taking maps, especially these BO1s. Against decent EU teams.
No, I 100% think they can, right? For a multitude of reasons that I'll get into maybe when this round isn't live. Because thus far, you know, we're trying to home in on Taco's B hold. If he isn't able to hold the line here, this is a FURIA round. He gets that first must-win fight. Flashes, holds them back. Hasn't called for a rotation yet either. He's not so sure that this is the B play, but with that kill coming in, Phelps now has to do damage on this lower flank. They've just seen him with the jump. He still catches drop on the rotate. The bomb's got him by. Yuri has to swing this now and elects to run over, but there's a retrieved Molotov. It's hot in the apartments, baby. Phelps is burning as well. And we find ourselves in a little weird 2-on-2.
3 volleys, man. He did all he could. He had to run back. Barton with a must-win fight. And K-Serato wonders where Phelps has gotten to. The reroute through market. They both have kits. K-Serato waits, though. He has that cross. Low health on Phelps. Barton goes in first, but he isolates a fight. K-Serato got a nade for default if he wants to get weird, but lobs it down. They're traded either which way, and it's a fake. K-Serato slows him down with a nade and finishes what he started. That's a beautiful clutch. A little 1v2 to lock in a further lead for FURIA. GODSENT. They can try all they want, but they can't get on the board.
All right, let's go back to praising GODSENT, though, even though they are 6-1 down. That's fine. You know, we can still give them praise. They definitely have earned it. The reason why, and I'm sure you share this sentiment, I think they're going to do well in the major, especially in those BO1s, mate, is firstly, it's clear this team does a lot of work, like a lot of homework. They've put a lot of effort in. They've shown tremendous improvements in the 5.5 months between RMR events, constantly and consistently on the rise. You've got a lot of talented young players with, you know, 2 experienced voices as well in the team, in Taco and Phelps. And on top of that, I think EU opposition is going to underestimate this squad. I think when you look at the names, you go, well, there's 3 kind of, you know, young players I've never heard of, and 2 guys who you thought, like, you know, were past their prime. And really, with the kind of work ethic we've seen out of this team and in BO1s where we know results can go either way, I think if you underestimate GODSENT, you are going to come to pay the price.
Absolutely. You know, and you talk about work ethic. Even Taco saying Dumao is the hardest working player he's ever, you know, been alongside in the server with, and that's quite a statement coming from a multi-major winner. So, yeah, that's it's a super exciting prospect. Taco trying to save right now in a 1-on-5. It's the one gun brought in, and it won't last long. Everyone gets lit up but Yuri. FURIA all low, but stand tall. 7-1 on the T side. This is a map of FURIA fame, right? They've been all over Mirage for years. GODSENT are learning that the hard way. But it's a BO5 for a reason. You've always got room to break your way in. Even if a first map doesn't go well, there's no map advantage. I mean, there's plenty of time to reset. Let's not
forget, in that best of 3 for the IEM Winter Close qualifier where these teams faced each other, it opened up with a 16-1 to FURIA, and then they went on to lose. So, you know, it's never over versus this GODSENT squad. They only get more scary as the game ticks on, and Dumao with an AWP. Lato even raining out a kill as well is showing us exactly why that is the case.
Pug mode. Lose lots, buy AWPs, win first. GODSENT looking onto their first gun round here. And with this bomb dropped and Lato covering a palace swing from a very tight angle, this should just be fine for GODSENT. Ooh, nice smoke.
Okay. All right. Oh! K-Serato is like, yeah, I don't know about that one. I'm going to throw in a report just to be safe. Bro, what? He just no-scoped the smoke and tagged him through the wall, for crying out loud. If you weren't already fancying their chances, you're really not now. Taco's once again on a big flank all the way through B. And so with his position, you know, it's just further reinforcing that these 2 players are still A. You know, you're going to keep this 3-man stack here. Dumao executes drop and was looking for number 4. Isn't going to get it, but the AWPs do everything in that round there for GODSENT. All 5 kills coming from them. But only one of those AWPs carried forward. They go up on top thinking that's where the AWP was. It actually fell down. So that's a little bit heartbreaking. But it's fine. Second on the board for GODSENT. You're going to kind of hate it if you're Dumao that you just lock the round in damn near single-handedly and now don't even get the AWP. But hopefully Lato can hold the line with his.
I think if there's one thing that's clear from this team, it's that being the main AWP doesn't mean much, and that you obviously don't mind, you know, conceding that control, as we've seen on many maps. Different players run AWP, Lato on Overpass, Taco on CT, Nukon, Ramp. You know, it does switch up a lot for GODSENT, which is fine. Lots of capable players. Little A execute here. Smokes and mollies down, but Lato fights inside of the site. How long for, though? He picks a second out of thin air. Lato, headshot angle, not good for the orb, but he's quick. Not quick enough. Yuri's dropped him finally. 2 for 1 is good, and already smokes are beginning to fade. So GODSENT trying to keep the pressure on, not letting FURIA get comfortable. Forget the plant. We're in for fights, and maybe too many to handle. Dumal's out in CT, he's got that cross. Oh, he looks away, covered by the box, does repeat, does drop the bomb, and Yuri in a 1-on-3 has got to pull out some of that classic FURIA flair. There's the first.
Yeah, Taco is once again wrapped ramp. This is something he's done every one of these A plays, and Yuri is not ready for it. That is something you're going to have to keep an eye on with the consistency of these wraps coming in from Taco. It makes these A plays very, very dangerous, and you're always going to be looking over your shoulder, making sure you're not getting flanked. It starts to get to a point where it's so pronounced that even the fear is a win for GODSENT in a way, right? You're always keeping FURIA scared, even if you aren't committing to that flank every time. Mid-smoke goes in, that's over in window. They're going to try and rush you in middle. Phelps blinded. Everyone else is blind as well. And he hopes that just by sitting still and keeping his mouth shut, they run right by him, but they don't.
So awkward for Phelps. He ran backwards to avoid Furious flashes, and in doing so looked into his team's Dumal. The guy to blind Phelps has got to save the round if GODSENT want to continue to buy on this CT half. This one's for all the money, all the marbles. Playing conkers in the driveway, just smashing conkers against each other, Harry. Which conker will last the longer? 4-on-2 and FURIA grouping B with only one man there. It might not last long. Dumal's gone, and Keserato, he's having a map here, Harry. That's a good sign for this grand final. With Vinny keeping up his already past performances from this tournament, and Keserato raising the bar. FURIA not going to let you back in, GODSENT. Not going to let you save the orb either.
Oh, I like that they hunt that down. Very oppressive. You know, because coming into this, if you kept that AWP in play, you could have shuffled it around so that you had some kind of mismatch buy. And, you know, man, whenever there's an AWP still up, even if it is an eco around it, those can still get out of control. Those can still get wild. And look, they decide to buy up anyway. Now, you imagine if the AWP was complementing this, right, and you had, you know, him dropping a gun over, you would have had a pretty nice-looking investment. Instead, it's kind of ugly, and you're having to do a hell of a lot with less.
FURIA probably not expecting the full buy. They're just popping into B right now. They instantly stop as they see a rifle, but Keserato has ripped it out of the hands of Taco, and he's even doubled down. This guy does not want to stop as he enters B. The problem is you don't have bomb yet, and so Keserato waits for a teammate before he commits. Drop's going to re-aggress back mid to get that bomb. Dumal can see if he can put a stop to it. FURIA have stalled this retake with utility. Dumal just might want to save again. Throw in the towel, GODSENT. They're so paranoid of these lurkers, right? Yuri punishing them last round as they got out in the last second. Vinny is looking to do the same. Even waiting in spawn here for Dumal is so risky. How hungry are FURIA for the hunt? They're not rich either. You don't want to lose more than 1 or 2. Either way, it's a glorious T-side for FURIA, no matter how you cut it. Trying to bait these T's into Phelps on default. Oh, flash is good. Vinny's blind, and Phelps could have peeked out and taken him down instead. It's going to be drop coming in from Palace to stop that save. 1 of 3 is certainly not bad.
Oh. Yeah, still, this is starting to spiral into a very convincing lead for FURIA. You know, when they were 7-1 up and then GODSENT start to find a couple, you find yourself kind of believing that, yeah, maybe GODSENT can grind their way back into this game as it's starting to get more and more one-sided. And, you know, the money problems are still set to continue for GODSENT. It gets you worried for the future of this first half. There's not much left of it. Furia already done a lot of the legwork, and I mean, you know, you drew attention to KSerrato with good reason. It feels like maybe he's kept it all banked up for this grand final, because he's giving us a great performance right now. Another one of these little B looks early on. Taco
Wow.
through the smoke. Art gets deleted, and Dumao's M4 finds another. These B plays are not Furia's friend. They lose 2 in the apartments, and now they're hoping they can carve a path back in. I think Dumao saw them boosting up there. And so this isn't the element of surprise you were hoping for on this wrap from Vinny. Lato, double deagle out through Palace, and it's only drop left. Now needed to come in huge with what was a 1v4 clutch.
Hell of a surprise for Lato drop. He's got none of it. Bomb's even back at top mid. He's going to reroute under to Apps. Taco might find Bomb. If he sits on it here, Drop's going to be late to backstab him. Taco should win this fight. Back turned. It's a freebie for Drop. Now the Bomb available. I don't know if Taco even saw it. No, it was behind the lip of the corner, so that's not even information that GODSENT had. He's going to run back B-Wood. Dumao hears everything. He knows he's coming. Drop, no question about it. 30 seconds. Forget the Uto. He needs to find this fight. He needs to find this B anchor waiting right below him. Dumao not going to give it up. Drop looking like he wants to check it, but lots of angles, and he still gets the kill. This will be a 1-on-4 for Drop to lock in another round against Eco for GODSENT. 1v1 now. Lato comes from Cat and he gives up his position with a shot. Drop has all the advantage except the Molotov pushing him back to default. He swings and he wins. Drop drops GODSENT, and Furia up to double digits just like that.
Wow. That is such an impressive clutch. Even the fact that, like, you get it to the 1v1, you've nailed every other aspect of it, and then you decide to swing the last guy. That is full faith in your ability.
Yeah, he mollied you. He was waiting for the swing. That's exactly what was wanted from Lato. Also, going to throw this in there. Art just bought a PP Bison. So that's where we are at this point in the game, laughing their way through that round. Well done, man. Yeah, that's why we got you.
Art coming in with the...
Oh, he didn't use it. He did buy it. He did buy it. There is no question. I'm sure someone's going to find that.
Right, somewhat... Jamie, bring that up on the screen real quick.
Oh, I was hoping. Maybe last round of the half.
Art's no stranger, you know, he is the man with a big PP. That's the thing. Everyone says it about him. Everyone says, like, man, have you seen the Art PP? Well, maybe GODSENT well today. Taco, been good in this B-bomb site, has always been up for denying this first man in. Oh, the timing. Art knows about him, but Taco, there it is. He gets the opener again. And this has been something he's been great at. Barton comes back around, peeled off for short to help Taco out. KSerrato will melt the AWP on short, but you still got to get past this man in B.
Yeah, Taco has been anchoring very well. The position that let down Dumao. Now Drop does get dunked on with a nade, and Taco cleans him out as KSerrato. This is a 1-on-4 I'm not banking on, but maybe I'm being silly. KSerrato's taken the first. He's jumping past Phelps. Into the bomb site he goes, but he still needs that kill. Phelps could rush him down, and already GODSENT have grouped up close. KSerrato upgrades onto the AWP. Oh, almost given a shot there. He's now hunting the AWP himself, moving back into the bomb site. Cat player could strike at any moment, but even GODSENT are a little bit timid here. Plant won't get respected, and there's the swing that wins the round for GODSENT. Up to 4 finally, and there's the Bison. I wasn't lying.
See, you know, that was actually, you know, for GODSENT, a lot of times, a lot of situations like that, they give their opponents respect, and they would just play the 3-on-1 in a retake. But I like that, you know, finally they realize maybe we've been giving Furia a little too much room. If you let KSerrato get that bomb down, God only knows what this guy's capable of in those kind of situations there. It's nice as well, because if you remember, you know, the last time that almost came back to punish GODSENT was Lato not denying the bomb plant over towards A. Well, this time, he has a big change of heart. He learns from that, you know, last mistake in that last situation. And so he's keen to swing on the back of it. Furia still looking for that 11-4 half, but GODSENT running this double AWP again. That was the key to success last time, and they're looking to repeat it. AWP opens up, and Furia left a man down from the get-go.
Oh, maybe even 2. Dumao mollied the window smoke, and so he had a nice big gap to take that kill. It's going to go back in for Furia. Util just getting traded either side. Careful, Phelps's AWP is waiting as well. Doesn't want to fire it off too early and give up that 2 orbs are in the round. Ooh, nice shot for Art. Cleans up Barton on Cat. Looks like a B take. You've got a guy in Apps as well in Vinny. If he can beat his way through Taco, maybe there's a hope, but Taco's pushing deep through the smoke. Vinny doesn't know. Oh, but Taco gets caught walking right through. Phelps will finish off Art, but the bomb's already making its way to B. The only man who can stop it is this orb, and it's already too late. Bounds by. Vinny's already got Market. Lots of B control, and Dumal's walking into the unknown. He's still scared of it. Phelps, he's got the bomb locked in the corner. Vinny wins his fight. He can come into assist, and as soon as the orb turns, it's going to be the round snuck out from under you. FURIA, a dominant first half in the first map of a BO5, but this one's still got legs on it, I assure you.
Do you think you know everything about CSGO? Then stay alert and look out for the DHL drop quiz on the ESL CSGO Twitch channel.
It's the Fast and the Furious, and F is for family. Well, that's what this team feels like, mate, especially with the, new addition, the graduate from FURIA Academy, looking real good in drop. He pulled off an impressive 1v4 clutch to help them get this 11-4 on the board. And GODSENT, while there's been some flashes of brilliance in there, they haven't been able to find anything concrete yet. That's concrete. Not concrete.
Important clarification, important distinction, but what kind of grades will GODSENT be getting in this second half. As they walk towards B, Vinny spots early drop, has a lovely little couple of pop flashes. Vinny, if he gets blinded though by the T-Flash, it might not matter. Dinked will do as well. Flash comes in from drop, but it means nothing. Vinny is backed up and drop moves in for the kill.
Yeah, Vinny dead. Drop's got to do the heavy lifting now, out from bench. And oh, they are all around him. It is ugly. Yuri dead to Dumau's Molotov. Art and Keserato left up in this one in a 2-on-5, both in the apartments.
Aye.
And Dumau has served the eviction notice. They are out of there. So GODSENT, they pull up with a pistol round victory and a clean one at that on the back of this B pop. It's a real shame that Vinny gets tagged, you know, gushed on that first peak, because suddenly the flash play doesn't work. It doesn't matter, you know, like those pop flashes in through the window, they are incredibly strong. But you're just going to get spammed to death if you try to peek with that. So he has to drop down. The whole idea behind that B hold kind of disintegrates after the dink comes in. Vinny dies right away. Drop can't find a kill on the players that are spilling into the site. And you watch the site hold turn very, very ugly. It would have looked beautiful if only Vinny didn't get tagged on that first peek in the head down to 10 HP.
Yeah, a bit of a shame. Doesn't always go the way you want it. B getting abused. That was more of Furia's first half as well. They were popping in a lot. They were just doing lots of contact plays with Art and Keserato walking windows and looking for kills, and they get them, and sometimes the rounds would get decided just like that. We still had some nice Bianca rounds out of Taco, though, nonetheless. Orping, rifling, you name it. But eventually, Furia did manage to brutalize their way into B. GODSENT already looked to do the same in the second round. Bomb outside of Apps, couple in Palace.
I mean, bro, like, you know, you make a good point in that it felt like a lot of teams, whenever they faced Furia, they would kind of look to bully wherever Drop was playing. And it's like, well, hasn't that changed throughout the course of this tournament? Yeah. Now it's like, God, where is Drop playing? Maybe we don't go there. And that is a real turnaround to have had. Vinny pushing up on the short side, has Art supporting him. And we do have GODSENT stacked heavy over towards these B apartments, but they're not in a rush. They're taking it low and slow with a mid-smoke now going in to try and get them some control over this portion of the map.
Sneakily does it. Free smoke on ramp where Taco is going. This might still be A with Connector getting mollied out. Lato cleans up one. Vinny trades from short, but very low, and he's getting blocked on the ladder. Oh, gone awfully. Do they realize the kill feed? You haven't cleaned out Vinny. Someone's got to call that. Someone's got to make sure, and they have no idea. Miscommunication for GODSENT. There's no way that should have worked for Vinny. Keserato's in the smoke, USP armor, scout on his back, needs that close range, and he can't find a target yet. They don't see him, they're crossing it, he had a chance, and he makes the most of it. One shot with a scout, sticking the bomb, but then getting off of it, and now trying to fight as Keserato dances and delays, denies another as he hits Barton with the scout. It's a 1-on-2. This has gone very weirdly for GODSENT, very awfully in fact, and a bomb plot attempted, should be denied. Vinny's there just in time with a 3K. From not killing Vinny up in ladder to not sticking the bomb when you could have, there weren't a lot of bright lights there for GODSENT.
No, you know, that was a bit of an ugly one as far as they go. You know, kind of uncharacteristic for GODSENT as well. But, you know, on top of that, I want to say Keserato did an incredible job over in the A site, right? Like, if he dies getting nothing done, that round is probably a GODSENT round, like through and through. Not only does he take a player out and get a tag off, but he just wastes so much time. And by the time, you know, you're left in that clutch, when you're left in the 1v2, the rotations are already there and you don't have any room. And that's because Keserato sent you on this kind of wild goose chase trying to flush him out for a solid 20 seconds.
Yeah, Art's got the Bison. It was only going to happen, or it was always going to happen. It was only delaying the inevitable, not pulling it out in that T side. Vinny's deep in Apps. Barton running in, and he's been given a second chance at life. Will Vinny give him that, or will he just regress? It's going to be a leave for Vinny. Doesn't want to lose that B side. Phelps does get into window. Yuri's timing a bit off, but does he know? The flash is perfect. free gun, free real estate, but will it be a free round? Art's not got the range to fight this A1S as he gets set up on default. It's a walk-through smoke from Taco. Loves the Palace lurk, leaving K-Serato in the hot seat again, but he's done it before.
Yeah, won't be able to stop that bomb plant this time. Oh, Vinny brings us back into a 3-on-3. Lato up close with this Tech-9, but CT is harboring all 3 players looking for this retake, and so he's going to have to do something real gross with the Tech. Dared right away to Vinny's AK, and now they start to pour in through CT. Bombs open wide, right? Both Barton and Dumao can try and stop this play on the contact. With the smoke on the bomb, it's baiting shots out of Con, and the ramp player falls. The Deagle can't find a thing, and so just by sticking it, this should be a FURIA round. 13 on the board. They don't let the pressure get to them.
Nice for FURIA as well, because that first tap, it basically wins them the round. No one goes on the bomb, and Barton, that's the A1S there, he uses the entire mag spraying it, and he doesn't think he has time for a reload, because they might be in it. They might be in the smoke, they might be on the bomb. You have to risk it with a Deagle, and at that point, FURIA just killing your teammate. Now you realize it's too late. Reload's not happening, and yeah, FURIA hunt you down. Really nice retake round in that, 3-on-5 initially, but they were always better armed. Rebuy, my goodness, GODSENT. Look at this, it's ugly. 5 Galils.
Yeah, at this point, there kind of is no right call to make. You're just wanting to keep the pressure on. You're wanting to keep that applied. And oh, the smoke walk, K-Serato.
How does he get both?
I have no idea. Turns at the perfect moment, catches them coming through. And the whole idea of just surprising, FURIA with that play now out the window. K-Serato will die after his double, but he's done his work in this round. He did what he had to do. So now he just sits back and watches as the rest of the team try to finish what he started.
Smoke does nothing. They double swing you. It was never going to block off Art with 2 kills. Taco late to the bomb, and they hear him running as well. It's a free round for FURIA. K-Serato, he probably, Art's downgraded, okay? And then he didn't find the M4 back. Yeah, K-Serato watched that Nuke game yesterday against Liquid. So many just random timing smoke pushes for GODSENT that caught Liquid off guard, that caused frustrations. But yeah, even then, he's like turning back and forth. He's trying to avoid a flash, but he knows at the same time that GODSENT could just walk through, and they do. Both frags for K-Serato and then 3 for Art. FURIA just a moment away from locking out this first map in a dominant fashion as well. It brings a smile to your face after FURIA definitely hit a slump at the early portion of this year.
Yeah, and it makes me really happy that, they never had to look further afield than their own academy team to start to, maybe up their results again. Because for a little while, you were getting worried, has Henny departing this team just ruined FURIA? Are they ever going to get back to where they were? And with the player that Drop's looking to become, with the man he's looking to turn into, it's certainly making a case for FURIA rising again.
Even again, this isn't tier 1 opposition, of course, but even just dominating still in their own region and, taking down everyone in NA and being flawless and not dropping a map yet. Imagine if they 3-0 this final. I don't think I say this, with this form they could. I want to say I don't think they will, but we'll have to see. I would be a fool to doubt GODSENT at this point from what we've seen. Barton, nice timing. Oh no! Oh yeah, map's over really at that point.
Oh, that was the moment. And Yuri then goes on to clean up the entire damn round.
Jeez.
15 for FURIA. GODSENT, they've got one more buy to try and keep their heads above water.
But as I was saying, right, just even dominating over in NA, and this is dominating, that's a reassuring sign considering Liquid couldn't even do it, man. Don't get me wrong, Liquid had a very good tournament here. I don't think they're going to be going home weeping. They've got that legend spot. They're looking like one of the best teams in NA, if not the best. I just wanted that FURIA Liquid matchup to get the real taste test, Harry.
The other thing that's sick about this is, remember FURIA in 2020, how they were just, it wasn't even fair watching them play out in NA. It felt like they would just be wrecking everyone, and there was really no one that could best them. You know, if we can get back to that idea of FURIA at the top, oh, it's so exciting. Because this is such a fun team to watch as well. Like, they always deliver a good game to FURIA.
Oh, Drop's full of it, mate.
No one ever sits back and goes, we got that FURIA game, that's going to be boring. Like, no, the one thing that like you can always say about these guys is they're going to give you something to talk about. They're going to give you something exciting. And Drop's been a great addition to that. Now, look at this wrap out of the guy. He's seen the bomb. He knows the game's afoot. And now he sees that bomb is gone. He's starting to wrap the mid play. Drop could tear everything away from this wrap. 1 to his name, can't make it a double, but he sets up. Oh, you were hoping. Phelps up in ladder. They didn't know about him. And so as they're all trying to swing the mid play, Phelps gets away with murder. Vinny left in a clutch, but clutches have been coming through thick and fast for FURIA. I'm not ready to write him off out of the 1v2 just yet.
He slowed himself down by getting that AK, but it will all be worthwhile if he can lock in the map here and now, not ever letting GODSENT into that T side. That's the hope. GODSENT had both pistols, and they didn't convert any. And that's something considering, you know, FURIA have been really good at pistols in this tournament and converting. But finally, GODSENT knocked both out, and still, FURIA have this scoreline now. Vinny, the backstab is delayed for Phelps. He knows now as a result that Barton only needs to worry about apps and the market, and Phelps now has a flank. This is not a play Vinny is going to be expecting, not considering, and the round is won by Phelps and Phelps alone. 3 kills, and GODSENT take a 6th. That little ladder work, even though Drop got the flank, he needed more than one there. I don't think he was expecting everybody in middle. Looked like he even wanted to flank the A side at a point. But that's 1 round for GODSENT. Can they do anything with it?
Oh, Yuri just caught that run boost right as it lands. So they know about the mid play.
Vinny's got the only flash if FURIA wanted to fight middle. It's kind of in an awkward position.
Oh, he was waiting for that exact peak, and Phelps is still able to surprise him. Now, are you ready for Yuri also taking refuge over here at short? That's the bomb. Lato giving that over to FURIA. Oh, the molly sends Yuri out of there, but he'll respond with some shots back through the smoke. Yuri, oh, make it a 3rd. He's knocking them down. Phelps is low on HP and trapped in the window, and Taco is a long way away. The younglings all cut down by the smoke walker over towards short, and now Taco trying to move in, but Yuri, he's not giving this bomb up yet. He's not going to do it now. Taco's got his work cut out for him. Phelps still lost in the window room, so this fight needs to come through. Taco will win it out, but at what cost? He's low on HP.
Oh, no way.
Make it a double for Taco. Just Queserato left in this now, and a 1v1 to find, but he's holding for this rotation through window. There's the fight, there's the face. Taco needs to win this, and he can't. Queserato gets it over the line. FURIA pick up map 1 of the best of 5 grand.